What is up, guys, and good morning. We are back here at Sac City Auto. I told you guys in yesterday's video that we were gonna come here, finish it, and start it. And I kind of like blocked you guys because I told you that I was gonna have the car started. The car is done. If you guys didn't see the last video, everything is done. I really need to just put fluids in it. But once we are done putting the fluids in it, we're gonna start it. So this video, you'll hear it run, I promise. But I'm gonna kind of get situated, get the tools set up, and then we will get started on this. So we just put the battery back on. This looks about right. I turned it like 5 to 10 times each way to try and set the level so all the air's out of it. Once we turn it on, it will suck down a little bit more, but coolant, oil. All right, let's give this a try. All right, George, here you go, brother. Woo, fired right up. Ooh, I think we're good. Nice, didn't move that much. Air's coming out. Ooh, it sounds so good. Everything's staying dry. No misfires. No leaks at all. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna burp this a little bit. I gotta put the center console thing back on so I can turn the heater on, but I think we're good to go. All right, so she's sounding really good. Been letting her run probably about 20 minutes. You can see there's no leaks, no issues. We're coming here too. I hooked up the gauge and the other stuff so we can make sure and verify that there is at idle almost 60 pounds pressure. So heater's starting to blow hot. Ooh, listen to that exhaust. All right, final walkthrough. Car's all done. Thanks to that man over there. Logan helping me out. I had to bleed the brakes. Also, the other thing we had to do is you can see the dual calipers. So we also bled the chase base hydro. This thing is nice. Like, that's it. That's all you get. So this thing's gonna lock up like crazy. But the brakes are all bled. Everything's good. We unplugged these again, so that's why the blower motor's on really loud. But yeah, I think that's it. We got no issues. It stays cool while running. So I think that's it, y'all. I think it's time to head home. Later today, I think we are gonna be working on Mike's car. He's bringing the vet over, the C6 that's just been supercharged. So I'm super excited to see that thing because I haven't heard it yet. I dropped him off yesterday to get it, but yeah, I haven't heard it yet. So I think we're gonna be doing the brakes on that. He has like some 2-piece rotors or something he wants to do. We did brakes on a C5 and it made a world of difference. So we're gonna try that out. But yeah, George is all set up. Everything's ready to go. So, all right, let's pack up and get out of here. And you already know, we're back home. Had to represent. My dudes over there at Sac City gave me some stickers, so I want to make sure that I represent. That way when I'm vlogging, that type of stuff, you guys see it in the background. I'm sure I'm gonna get a banner or something at some point too. But I mean, they're important to me and I support the people that support me. So big shout out to Sac City Auto. It was a pleasure working with you guys, being out there. George working on your car. That thing is a beautiful monster. I can't wait to see it rip. And I hope you have fun in Oregon. But we're home. We're gonna see what else we're gonna get into. I'm gonna pull out the stuff. I got my tools in the bag and all the stuff in the back of the car still, so I gotta put those away. This is pretty much set to go. I do have to put the pan on it. I might take the pan off of that one over there and put it on here. So that way that can dry, and then this can go in the car also. So a couple things going on. It is supposed to get hotter later, so I don't know how much more work we're gonna do right now. But yeah, let me get unloaded and situated and we're gonna figure it out. All right, so we've been chilling for a minute, watching FD. I've been editing, been working on a couple new things. And so I think in just about 10-15 minutes, we are gonna head out to the garage. And instead of working on Mike's car, I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. I think we are going to work on Ashley's Subaru, actually. So yeah, we're gonna head out there in just a minute. So now the sun's starting to go down, it's starting to cool off a little bit. Let me give you guys a little idea on why we're gonna be working on this. It's nothing real major, but she's a girl and her car is really low. So one thing that she has issues with, you can see, I don't know if this does it justice, but we put it pretty low when we put the coilovers on back in like 2020, and she's had some ride height issues, scraping and that type of stuff, and so she wants to raise it up a little bit. The car looks really good how it sits, but it's just not functional for her. She is a massage therapist, so she goes to different houses, has different like driveways she has to deal with. So I think we're gonna measure the rear, and then we're gonna try and put the front to the rear so it sits flat, and hopefully that gives her enough clearance. If it doesn't, then I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna see how that goes first. So we're gonna bring it probably over here, and we're gonna measure and, you know, get it taken care of. And I know you guys always see this car in the background, but I don't know if I've ever given you a full walk around. This is her 2012 STI, or sorry, WRX hatchback. You can see everything she's done to it, super clean, super tasteful. We do want to make it a little bit louder, so we're going to change the exhaust on it, but she's got like her little girly stickers, windows tinted, everything interior is pretty factory. She did make this boot herself. I was really proud of her for that. She sewed it, she picked out the material and everything. She has like the backup camera that we hooked up. So yeah, I mean, it's super clean, but we do need to raise the ride height. So I'm gonna get a tape measure and we're gonna see just how low the front is compared to the back. All right, we're gonna go on this side where the street's at because it's a little bit more level. So the back looks right about 25 inches to the bottom. We come over here. Yeah, it's about 24 and a quarter. The bottom of the roll right here. I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's like 24 and a quarter. So if I come up like 3/4 of an inch to match the back, it'll probably help a lot of clearance. We already changed the front lip. This lip looks way better than the old one. It's a little bit more, God, I keep doing that. I keep leaning with my pocket and I keep hitting the alarm on my car. But anyway, this one is a little bit more like sleek, low profile, and it's up a little bit more. So it's already helped her with the clearance and that. So hopefully raising this up will finish off everything that needs to happen. Always got to make sure when FD's on that I have it right in my workspace. We broke these loose, and now we're gonna go up on it. We're gonna do one side at a time. All right, these off. Yep, you guessed it, they're pink. All right, yeah, you can see they're pretty low. So the first thing we're gonna do on this is we are going to mark where it's at on the center so we can count how many times it goes around. I am going to be moving it 3/4 of an inch, so it'll actually be 3/4 of an inch from the bottom of this collar to the top of this body of the strut. When it opens up, I'll show you what I'm talking about, but we're going to loosen this up and then we'll rotate the bottom one here. If you rotate the bottom one here up or down, it raises the height. If you do the top one here, it does the preload on the spring. So we only want to mess with the bottom one. So we're going to break this loose and then we're going to spin it around and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the gap between here. Okay, so as I broke this loose, I broke it loose just enough that this can spin. Now you can see from here to here, this is actually 1/2 inch. I'm gonna go with 1/2 inch first because sometimes the travel on here will show more than the travel between the tire and the bottom of the fender, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna leave it at 1/2 inch. We made sure that I made a full amount of rotations because we're gonna do the same on the other side. That way it raises up the same amount, and then we'll spin this down and we'll lock this I usually use a hammer and like one of these, a punch or something, to make sure that this locks down real good, and then we know that this is locked. So we'll do that and then we'll go to the other side. Okay, so other side now up about 1/2 inch. So we're gonna lock these down and see just how the ride height looks. We're gonna also take it for a test drive and make sure that we can settle the suspension and see if it made any difference at all. Hopefully it's up enough for her, but I mean, you never know. Sometimes with suspension stuff, you have to do this 2-3 times to get it where you actually want it. So I'm gonna clean it off also, because you know how I operate. And yeah, we're gonna make sure everything's nice and clean, taken care of, and then we'll put it back together. All right, and before the test drive, this is sitting just over 25. It hasn't settled yet, but if we go to the back will also be just over 25. So it's sitting now super flat, but I still need to take it around the block, and then we're going to reassess for the final ride height. Let's make sure the other side's about the same too. It's kind of on a slant, so it doesn't give me exact, but yeah, see this side 25 and like 1/4, but I think it'll settle down to about 25. So still looks good, just up a little bit more clearance. All right, so we're just gonna test drive it around the block. Nothing real crazy or wild. Let's see how this feels. Oh, do you guys see it? Do you guys see it? Yep, that silver one's back at the house. Blown motor. I'm actually waiting for them to come get it, to be honest. So yeah, sad boys, we're not gonna keep it anymore, but that car was a pile of crap, let's be honest. Anyway, so we're gonna settle the suspension, go around the block. This car definitely has like a little more pep feel than the Crosstrek. Don't get me wrong, I really love the Crosstrek, but it's not sporty. It's just a dad car with all-wheel drive. But I do plan on putting, like, you know, some bigger like off-road wheels and tires, and there's a couple things I want to do to it. I'm not going to make it stay a grocery getter forever. So anyway, car still feels good, no issues. Now park this thing. All right, let's get out and see how much it settled. It shouldn't have settled that much more. They are coilovers. Yeah, see, that looks good. It's like right where it should be. The gap on the rear looks just like the gap on the front. And it's a little bit more clearance. Yeah, there's definitely more clearance you can see on here. Make sure the other side's the same. Hell yeah. All right, well, I think we're gonna leave it at that and see how it drives, see how she feels about it. So you guys can see it's getting dark. I think it's like 9 o'clock. I'm probably gonna wrap this up, go in, watch like Formula Drift a little bit more. I think it's like top 8 right now. I do have a couple things I need to put away. And then I really want to edit this video too, so that way I can get it out for y'all. So yeah, that's it. That's a wrap for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I guess I will see you tomorrow. I'm trying to vlog like every day. Like I told you guys, we are back on that grind. We still have a bunch of stuff to do. We have the engine, we have the silver car, the black car, we got to finish that G35. So this week we are going to have quite a bit of projects, and I'm excited to, you know, complete them, get them knocked out, and see what else is to come. So anyway, much love. Thank you guys for rocking with me. You guys mean so much to me, and I have to make sure I reiterate it to you. So yeah, much love. Peace.